Welcome to Sage Circle. I'm Amythyst. We're doing a pick-a-pile reading today. Channeled messages, of course. There's two piles to choose from. I'm opting to do the two piles because I can give a more thorough, in-depth reading with the two piles opposed to, say, 4 or 3 piles right now with my time that I've got going on my day. So, thank you for coming on. Hello newbies, hello oldies, and I just want to say, as I've said in most videos, guys, honestly, I will not contact you by any means, particularly WhatsApp, asking for people to have a reading. I will not put a comment in my comment section suggesting a reading with a phone number or what have you to contact. If that happens, please report it, because it's all over YouTube at the moment. It's happened to a lot of readers, and good readers at that. So just tapping some wood. If you can hear me, tap wood. Okay, I just had a drink. So we're doing messages for the next 3 months of your life, channeled messages from your higher self, and what energy will be in your energy for the next 3 months. So May, June, July, August. So going up to August, okay, until the next season changes, basically. So first of all, the first card is Blessings of Camus, and it says, no good thing shall be withheld, right? I keep forgetting to take that nail polish off. Please excuse me. And the other card is, I think you'd say it, Amuata maybe, and it is Sage of Higher Knowledge. So they're the two piles to pick from, and they're beautiful cards, such a beautiful deck. Happy full moon. I've had the initial eclipse was in here in Australia last night. Happy full moon to everybody else around the world that's getting a full moon business up and running, celebrations and whatnot today. I've still got a lot of my candle stuff burning now. It's been nearly 24 hours. Okay, so what I'm going to do is remove pile 2, get you over there for a moment, and we're going to get straight into pile 1. No good thing shall be withheld. Blessings of Camus. And remember, this is your channeled messages from your higher self about what your energy is and what you might need to work on for the next 3 months. So I said August, but to be honest, this is actually a timeless reading. So from whenever you click onto this, it's 3 months, right? Let's go. Please, angel, spirit, guides, please come in. The goodest and most highest, purest source and link to light. Always and always. Divinely guided and protected. Okay, so I've got 6 decks out for today. So let's see what we've got here. Please, Spirit, what are the first messages you'd like? Oops, here we go. They're flickety flick flick. Do we have coming through for group 1? We've got Sticky Wicket. We've got Live Wire. Whoa. And we have Laser Beam. Right. Interesting. Can I have a couple more? Just give me like maybe 2 more, please. Thanks. There we go. We've got, wow, solar powered. A lot of this, like Live Wire, Laser Beam, solar powered. It all sort of comes in. And we've got Pick Up After Yourself. Okay, so just give me a minute. Let me have a bit of a channel here. Right. Okay, so what Spirit's saying is your higher self, because we're tapping into your higher source, your higher energy, your true authentic self, right? And what the messages are is that you have a lot of pent or unused energy, pent up energy, not in a frustrating manner, in a really positive manner, regardless of the lessons and rhythms and reasons and rhymes as to how you ended up with that stored energy. But the next 3 months is all about using that. You're a live wire. It's like every endorphin in your body, or your DNA links, or your cells, everything are just really lit up right now, and it's just coursing through your whole system, your physical system. And now you could get a little bit tired from that, but Spirit's saying they've got your back. They're going to be pushing you through. The laser beam, the solar powered. So basically what Spirit's saying is that you can have precision with the choices you make over the next 3 months. You will have execution precision. Like, you will execute your delivery with things, you will be really pinpointed, you will be really specific about what you do and don't want, about the energies you do and don't want around you, about the friendships you're happy to be in and not be in, about the way you eat, about the way you talk, about the way you think, about the way you sleep. Everything is about bringing yourself full circle to have that level of growth within yourself to push you and propel you into the next phases of your life. Whatever you get up to in the next couple of months energetically, and what you do with your mental and emotional assessment when it comes to what you do energetically, will really shape and shift what happens for you for the rest of the year, actually. And that's the truth. So basically, the sticky wicket. Now, I don't usually read books out of the cards. It's not something I always do, but I will for this one specifically, because the message that I have might be different. So just let me have a quick check here. Sticky wicket, it says, proceed with caution. It's a delicate situation, but that doesn't mean there's any real danger. Just a reminder that it's time to pause, to reflect, to appreciate all you have now and all you're about to receive. Wow. Okay, and then the next one says, pick up after yourself. So the spirit message that I had for as sticky wicket meant that you just need to be mindful where your energy sticks. It needs to be mindful of what you're doing, what the residue is that you're leaving around you, and what residue people are leaving in your energetic field, or situations are leaving in your energetic field as well. So it's quite similar, because that's what a sticky wicket is. It's a sticky wicket. So, and the next card says, pick up after yourself. So what Spirit's saying is that clean up your energetic field, tie up your loose ends, fix up your paperwork, return those calls that you need to do, have the conversation with somebody, finish off that little bit of study. Maybe you're writing a book, or maybe you have a really creative element in your life. And what Spirit's saying is that you need to clean those areas up and really push forward with that, because you've got lots of good things coming over the next 6 or so months. And it's really important to use this time now, use the pent up and the stored up energy you have. You are a live wire. Pretty much everything you touch is going to be electric. You might even have electricity course through your body. You might feel like you've had, you might get electric shocks when you touch things, or you might be zapping people, or you just might feel really hot and charged up. Your hands might be getting hot and things. So basically, you're a live wire. You've got all that energy pointing through. Use your laser beam. Point it in the direction that you need to be. Like when you see a cat chase a little laser. Basically, that's what it's like. But that little laser, you're not chasing it. You're the one who's guiding and determining, again, with that precision of where you want to light up and what path you're walking down. It'll really just illuminate what's going on in your life. I do think that there has been some health issues with this pile, or if you're not the one with the health issues, there's somebody else in your immediate life that has had some health issues. And a health doesn't have to be physical, can be emotional, spiritual, whatever. They could be going through an awakening. They could be just having a real struggle with their personal faith about things, or what have you at the moment, whether it's you or somebody else. But that is still a level of health. And what Spirit's saying is that you need to just clean up your energy, pick up after yourself, still give the love and attention and care that you need to somebody else, but you might need to pull that back in a bit, and remember that that will end up affecting you if you're not careful. So spend the next 3 months in just really focusing your energy while you've got that live spare energy just sitting there untapped and unsourced. It's pure. You can do whatever you want with it in a creative outlet, whether that's with finances, work, whatever. You might draw. I can see a lot of creativity with this group, whether it's the way you approach people, whether it's in your work, how you communicate with people. You might be a fantastic communicator. You might draw, you might sketch, you might make your own music on the side just as a hobby, or whatever you're into. And it's really, really creative, and Spirit's saying use that energy to push things out for you now. For those of you that are considering jumping into the arena of self-employment, you can do that, but you need to make sure that long term you are covered if it doesn't pick up quick enough, because some people can step into their hobby or their second money making situation, for example, not their primary one, and do really well all the time, and pull in all that extra money and things like that, and you think, wow, this is fantastic. But sometimes when you do it as your full-time situation, it doesn't really flow in that way, because then the energy for that shifts, because then there's a reliance towards that. So just make sure you're set up if you are choosing to go into the self-employment sort of situation. Musing right along. That's great. Hang on a minute. Can I have 2 more? Wrecking ball. Yeah. and all in. Wow. So musing right along. Well, obviously you know what a muse is, right? It's somebody to aspire to, somebody to look up to, somebody that is knowledgeable and knows what they're doing and knows what they've got going on, and they've got the right information about what you're looking for, and that's you at this point in your life. The next 3 months is about your energy. You're a live wire. Okay, so you're musing right along. You're on the right path. Spirit's saying you should be proud of yourself. You're doing exactly what you should be doing. There might have been a bit of delay for some, and for those of you that there isn't a delay but you're feeling a little impatient, don't come from that space of wrecking ball. For those of you that need to swing that wrecking ball, do it now. Pull down the walls, whether it's the walls to financial freedom, whether it's the walls to emotional blockages, whatever it is, use that energy. It's coursing through you, and it's a really good time to spend the next few months smacking out things that don't belong there. And I don't mean physically smacking out things. I mean just wreck through, push through the boundaries, push through the barriers, push through the emotional pain, or push through the fear, whatever it is you've got going on. And then for those of you that have already done that, the result is you're musing right along. Everybody is anyway. And then it says all in. Now this is a message from your higher self, obviously, but your spirit team is in constant contact with your higher self. Now the musing right along on this card in particular have all these little orby lights all over it, and that is just a genuine message. Spirit is saying that they've been working with you quite extensively in the higher realms, preparing you for what you've got coming in. All hands are on deck right now. You have all your bases covered. You don't need to look over your back. You don't need to look to the left. You don't need to look to the right. You just need to keep forward focus, because there's no other way at the moment than forward. You've got really good energy coming in. Wow, this is different. I love doing this shit because it's like not what I anticipated, and it's not it doesn't really matter what I anticipate, but I think, oh, I wonder what's going to come up today. Now the initial card is Blessings of Kumu, and it says no good thing shall be withheld, and that is your overall message from your higher self and your spirit team and spirit for the next 3 months. How beautiful is that? It's coming, guys. You've got luck. What have we got here? The ego. It says here, the illusion of being trapped, accept responsibility for your situation and then make choices that support your path to happiness, addictions or unhealthy habits. That's the wrecking ball. That's just a confo for the wrecking ball to me. That's just basically saying if you've done that, if you've broken your chains or your attachments to things or your outlook to things, you're on the right path. For those of you that are nearly there but not too sure, or it's a bit of a jump, it's a bit of a step to, or it's a big risk to sort of let that wrecking ball go, metaphorically, Spirit's saying do it, you've got it. Look, Archangel Michael's up in this space and he's cutting you free from the shackles, okay? We've also got, oh, look, the sun. So it says a time of great joy and success, brilliant epiphanies that lead to magical opportunities, plans that work out perfectly, and gratitude to the divine. Wow. Spirit has your back. Spirit is saying to you that everything you've been working on and all the things that have been swirling around in your head and these little ideas that you have and all the things that you want to do, and it mightn't have anything to do with a work or a career aspect. It could be you might want to paint the rooms of the house. You might want to actually paint the outside of the house. You're thinking about putting a big vegetable plot in your garden, and it costs a fair bit of money and you've got to get organized to do that. But Spirit's saying if that's what you want to do, embrace it. You might be thinking about rearranging every single room in the house to different areas of the house. You might put a bedroom in a lounge room for a change and break it up that way. Like whatever you've got going on, whatever it is that you're considering or thinking about and you want to know what's going to be happening over the next few months, it's all going to go in your favor. We do have the Hermit card here, and it says time spent in peaceful meditation and meaningful solitude. Shine your light as an example to others. Seek out to become a spiritual mentor. Self-discovery. Excellent. Now, with the muse, I did mention about the muse. This is a tie-in with the muse. So for everybody that's had that time to themselves, really thinking about what you need to do and what way you need to step, and am I going to make the right choices, and is these decisions the right ones for me? This is just a reminder that people have your back. People look up to you and think, wow, they really know what they're doing and they're really brave to take that step, or they really just do what they want to do and always seem to land on their feet somehow. And even though everybody doesn't always land on their feet, because that's literally impossible, in the eyes of others, that's how you are seen, as that muse. And you need to look at yourself like that too. So it's a really good time just to lay down the foundations, and what you know and what you want to do, get it done. Ask Spirit for help. You've got guidance. Can I just have 2 more of those? We've got wise counsel. It says unity with a spiritually minded community. Ask the divine to help and trust the answers will come. Compare traditional methods with new ideas to see which is best for you. That is so beautiful. So that is in relation to the wrecking ball card. That is in relation to going, pulling down old patterns, pulling down the blockages to fear, etc. This is what's going on here. Let Spirit know that you're aware that they're helping you and your higher self. Let them know, I'm aware, thank you very much. Because even though we usually are aware, maybe just saying it sometimes actually raises that vibration up. And give thanks to Spirit as well. We've also got the renewal, reviewing the past with compassion and forgiveness, time to head in a new direction, clarity on your life purpose in your heart. You know what to do. Yay! So whatever it is you're inquiring about, that is your confirmation, right? Far out. What else do we have here? I'm going to take some more of these cards here. What are they? I got these for Mother's Day. The Earth Warrior Oracle. Oh man, that's what this card here is. What would you like to say, Spirit, to pile 1? And higher self messages for pile 1 for the next 3 months. Let's do this. We've got Amaru, beautiful place. Oh wow. So a place doesn't have to be a physical place, okay? There's transformation going on here. A place doesn't have to be a physical place. A place can be a memory, or, you know, a feeling about something, or that could just be a sacred place, your sacred space within yourself. Amaru, a beautiful place. So whatever that means to you, you're on the right path, you're doing the right things. That beautiful place just could be, I don't know, how you think about things sometimes. People put a lot of emphasis on the physical reality or the material reality of stuff, but sometimes it's not even about that. It's a beautiful place. It might be that place where you held space for your endeavor. It's where you've held all your ideas about what you've got going on in the next 3 months. Totemic Puma. Totemic Puma. Okay. Power Awakening. Wow, look at this card. Look at this Puma. Whoa. Woo, I just got shivers all up my back. Okay, can I have one more before I comment on that, please? Just something to clarify. Yeah, we've got, one's flicked over upside down. I'm just trying to get it out. They're fairly new cards, so they're a bit hard to grab. This one says, Nana Baluku. She rests to create. Oh, wow. Look at the energy popping off this. Similar colors too. Okay, so what Spirit's saying is that this is a confirmation with the Hermit mode. This is a confirmation that you are your muse, that we understand, and I say we as in Spirit, me, your higher self, we understand that there's been a time of quietness. We understand that you have been maybe a bit apprehensive, a bit nervous to take that leap, or if you have just taken the leap for whatever next journey is that you've got going on in your life, Spirit is saying to you that she rests to create. You needed that slow down period, you needed that rest period, you needed that time of being unsure, because if you didn't, you wouldn't have propelled yourself forward in yourself, because you are that live wire right now. That's all that stored up place. Now that could be energy. That could be what the sacred space, the beautiful place is, right? I say sacred space, same thing. Now we've got the power awakening, and I think this is what's happening for you over the next 3 months. You're getting more and more in tune with what it is you most definitely do and most definitely don't want. Now I did mention you might be at that point where you want to remove people from your life, and that's okay. We don't have to do it with drama. We just silently step out and wish them all the best, regardless of how positive or negative they are as people. Doesn't really have anything to do with you. You know, step by that. What else we got here? Serendipity. Yay. There you go. This is synchronistic. Serendipity. Whatever it is that you're deciding to do. If it's about moving in with a partner, for example, a new partner, or obviously mightn't be that new, but if you're thinking about moving in with a person and stuff, and that's a big step, and there might be a bit of conflict between families and things, Spirit saying don't worry about it. This is divinely guided. You've been working with Spirit in the higher realms to actually bring you to this comfortable conclusion. I just had a drink. Okay, so we've got Observer. Yeah, and again, that is in relation to the Hermit card. That is to that and then this other one here that says she rests to create. That's what this is about. This is just another confirmation that it's okay to have sat back and look at what's going on and weigh up options. If you're actually at that space now and it's not a past tense, but it's a present tense and it's coming into a bit of a future tense, that's okay as well. We've got mending. So this is about making peace with oneself and one's decisions and choices. And not everybody's going to be happy when you heal yourself. Not everybody's going to be happy about mending your own wounds. If you have to sit there spiritually and sew yourself back together, do it. because nobody else will the way that you do, okay? Not everybody's going to be happy. Yeah, this one flicked out. It says time to go. So that's just a confirmation that it's not time to leave toxic relationships, or it's time to step in that direction. Take a leap off the edge, right? Just go for it. We've got exchanging gifts. Beautiful. You are going to be rewarded. There's blessed. We've got never-ending story. Yeah, this is just one part of your journey. But as I said, whatever you've got going on in the next couple months, 3 months, will really pave the way for the rest of the year for you. We've got a leg up, and we've got between worlds. So a leg up and between worlds. This is just a genuine message from your higher self that you're aware of what's going on. Even if you don't down here in the 3D world, in the physical, your higher self is aware. And just trust your gut, trust your higher self. Talk to your guides, talk to your ancestors. There's a female ancestors in the room that I have no genuine association with, and they're watching. And there's different nationalities. There's German, there's bloody Bulgarian even. There's a Bulgarian woman here. There's a Slovakian woman here. There's a, I think she's Filipino or Taiwanese woman here. Like, there's women in this space right now ushering and guiding you. Okay, so what else have we got? Next card. Okay, we've got Horus, Moon. Cool. Oops, it's all falling out. We've got Stabilize, your duality. We've got the Holy Trinity. We've got Seasonal. And I did mention at the start, you know, for the next season, coming into the next season, for me, the next season will be spring. Starseed. And I just mentioned ancestors. These ones fell on the floor. So we've got ancestors. These are my cards that are very soon, very, very soon to be published. Very, very soon. I won't get into it now. When it's time, I'll let you know. So basically, Horus, the moon. Now, obviously, we've just had a massive moon, and Horus is male, but the energy associated with Horus is about trusting your path, listening to your gut, coming into that higher self. And this is just a confirmation for that. Stabilize. It's about the duality, getting rid of some negativity in your life, usher in the positives. And it mightn't even be relationships with people. If it's not, it could just be how you feel about yourself. You might be absolutely drop dead gorgeous. You might be really looking after yourself physically. You might be working out. And even if you're not, you might be getting your hair done. You might just be beautiful. But inside yourself, you don't feel like that. And Spirit's saying, your higher self is saying, hello, you need to tune in and tap into that properly, because you need to stabilize that energy and embrace the duality. Because if you can't, we can't propel you and your higher self to that next energy bracket where you need to be to climb up on your ascension, right? So just remember that you are a beautiful soul. You are a beautiful person. Spirit loves you, and you should love yourself. And I think you might. I reckon you do. But you just need to remind yourself of that sometimes. So we've got seasonal. And I did mention that, you know, the next energy, this will alter what you're going through. The next 3 months will be coming into the next actual season from around the world. For, like I said, for me it'll be spring by then. For you it could be whatever, but that could also mean seasonal, as in some things aren't for a lifetime. Some things don't last forever. Just embrace what you've got going on. Really work with what's being presented to you right now, and also the opportunities that you're presenting to yourself. It could just be, you could just be seeking new friendships. You know, you could just be seeking more rest time, whatever it is, and bring it in. And Trinity, the Holy Trinity, mind, body, spirit, mind, body, soul. This is just a confirmation from Spirit that, you know, everybody's linked in here, as in yourself, your higher self, and Spirit. You're all together, right? Starseed. You may be a starseed. You may not be a starseed. I could go on about this particular starseed stuff, but I won't. I'll just leave it at that. But this is just a message for the starseeds. And then we've got ancestors. And I did mention there's female ancestors up in the energy here right now. So that's just a confirmation for that. Can I just have... I just need 2 more cards, please, from this other little pile here. And then I need to go over to group number 2. So this is really nice. You just really need to work on your own come up right now. This is a come up. You're a live wire. You've got all this creativity and this intellect and these ideas and these things that you want to do and things that you don't want to do. It's also about removing the shit out of your life that you don't want to do and you don't want anymore. You know, it's not just always about people, you know, success isn't always about what you've done to obtain the next level of success. Sometimes success is actually pulling back and going, and that's successful in itself, right? We've got here adventure. There's little Diane Cooper cards. It says, life is an adventure. Be ready for the unexpected and make the most of all opportunities. The angel wisdom suggests you get out of any habits or ruts which was stuck. Do things that are different and face life with a sense of wonder. If the path ahead seems dark, do as you would if you were exploring a dark place. Ask your angels to light up the way, then watch for the signs and signals and tell you where you are and how to go. Explore the new with excitement and courage. These magnetic qualities attract money and career openings and add zest to relationships. The angels are inspiring you to move forward with anticipation, expectancy, and hope. Affirmation: I face the adventure of life eagerly. Wow. Wow, that is such a good closer. I was going to pull another one of those, but Spirit's saying no, don't. We're actually going to go back to these cards here, the Oracle of Eve. Can I just have one more for this pile, please, Spirit? Talking smack. There's actually 3 flicked out. Talking smack, nasty knot, and over the shoulder. So this is most definitely in relation, and nasty knot, this is definitely in relation to people or situations in your life that are no longer serving you. Honest to God, it is time to remove that shit from your life so you can focus on your live wire energy, your creative passion that you've got sitting right there to take that leap. And over your shoulder, I said earlier, you don't have to look over your shoulder. You don't have to look over your back to make sure you're okay. Your final card for this particular reading is over your shoulder. And this is what Spirit's saying. Don't worry. Forward focus. Do what you need to do, and they'll clear up the debris behind you as you go along, okay? Wow, that's a beautiful energy for higher self messages for the next 3 months. Awesome. Okay, pile 2. Hello, pile 2. What have we got here? So, I think it's Amau. Anyway, it's the sage of higher self or higher knowledge, right? Which is interesting because this is what this reading's about. Your higher self and spirit and what information they want to give out to you for the next 3 months of your life. So let me just get these cards here. Interesting. Okay, Spirit. Okay, higher self. For everybody that's reading this, what messages would you like to say? Straight away. It says Sage of Higher Knowledge, and this is a real, genuine message that you are on some sort of next level spiritual path, right? You might be really pulling in on the meditations. You might be really working on the manifestations, the moon cycles, your spirit guides, your spirit team. You might be mindful of what you're eating. You might be talking and hugging to trees and plants. You might be trying to communicate with animals in a certain way. You might be really tapping into that spirit source. And this is a sage of higher knowledge. And this is what all this is all about right now for you for the next 3 months. We've got GSP. Wow. That's exactly right. Your inner beacon, your sage of higher knowledge. We've got hasta la vista, baby. Right? Goodbye to the bullshit. Your sixth sense, your higher self is really, really off the chain right now. What else we got? Bring it. Yeah. At your service. Woo! Wow. Different energy to the other pile. Both beautiful, but different. The dude abides. Can I just have one more because we can? X-ray vision. Wow. Okay, I'll just set that down there. So let's see what Spirit has to say right now. All right. Again, Spirit is saying you really need to use your sixth sense. You're really, really intuitive. You might be having absolutely ridiculous downloads at the moment. You might know something before it happens. You might, know when you're going to run into somebody. You made plans and somebody, you might know just when you think of them for that evening when you're going out for plans that they're going to have red on and they rock up in red, or that, they've just had their hair done and didn't say anything, or just whatever. You just know stuff. You're going to know. Don't turn down that road. It's dangerous. And don't walk up that bloody street because Christ, a dog's going to come out. There's a violent dog down there. Whatever. Your sixth sense is absolutely off the chain right now, but you might be low key about it. And I love that too. I love that. I'm really high energy. I'm loud and I'm boisterous and I'm high energy all the time. And if I'm not, that's usually when something's up, But for you guys, there's a few of you in here that are actually real low key energy about it. And I love that too. It's very different to me. So hasta la vista, baby. So this is that point in your life now about endings, walking away, giving up on things that no longer serve, removing that level of toxicity, listening to your gut and going, doesn't show up on my inner GPS, it's completely off the map, not walking down that angle, not going down that journey, definitely not taking that path. There's a similar message in the first pile as well about walking away from relationships and things that no longer serve. So you could probably watch both if you wanted to, but it doesn't really matter. And so then we've got X-ray vision. So basically, as I was saying, your sixth sense is absolutely off the chain right now. Just your gut feeling and your higher knowledge and your knowledge of self. You might be doing light code activations, you might be doing clearings, energetic clearings, you might be having Reiki sessions done, you might have had a couple of really actual healings on a massage table with a healer, you might be doing some shamanic healing stuff, I don't know, you might be just doing totem animal messages, you might be pulling out your own oracle decks or what have you and just working through that. Whatever it is, your X-ray vision, your GPS, your sixth sense, your psychic awareness is ridiculous, but people are going to bite you on the ass over it. Don't think for a minute that everybody's supportive of that, because even in your own circle sometimes some of those people are trying to make it into a square, okay? And you need to remember that. I'm not saying that's necessarily you individually, because remember, this is always collective when I do these reads, but what Spirit's saying is that listen to your gut feeling. If you know such and such is actually from the background sending you silent hate, well, you need to work on that. We've got the dude abides. Basically what that's saying is your higher self and spirit are really in sync at the moment, and you're open to receive that. You've got all this light and energy sort of channeling down right up above your soul star chakra, and it's just cruising right down through your prana tube. If you don't know what a prana tube is, look it up. I don't have time to get into it with that. And it just comes right down your system and sort of flows out. Oh, woo, it's beautiful. I'm so happy for you. The next 3 months is about focusing on your growth, your spiritual and your emotional growth. The mentality side of that will kick in, because sometimes we have to listen to our gut and follow our gut feelings and use our X-ray vision to actually pull in on things before we can get that mental clarity. So don't feel discouraged if you get a little cloudy or a little hazy. I'm getting told that you need to journal. If you channel or you do automatic writing, I'm also getting told that you need to come up with a ritual or a ritualistic system, please, to bring in the people or the guides that you are trying to work with, or the deities or what have you, when you do channel or do automatic writing, because there are some bad energies out there that can happily leak through and get into that channel and mimic or act as if they are the deity, the angel or ancestor that you're trying to talk to. So you need to have a system. You need to call in that purity when you do it, please. It says at your service. So again, this is you saying to yourself, your higher self, I'm at your service, link in with me, maybe do a meditation, maybe do some channeling, maybe ask for a sign from your higher self, get some clarity there about the next steps to take to do with something that's going on in your own immediate life. But again, this is collective, and there's a lot of different worlds that go on for people, right? Parallel as well. And it says bring it. So whatever you've got going on, whatever you're focusing on, whatever you're working on in yourself, about your own ascension, about your own growth, about where you really want to be and what you really want to do for yourself in the next couple of months, is actually right here. It's like bring it. Hear that? Horn, horn, horn. You heard that horn out there? That's a sign. Yes. That's a confirmation. Okay, what else we got? Energy on here is fucking crazy. We've got strength, personal power and assertiveness portrayed with kindness, compassion that brings about forgiveness, realizing that you're stronger than you knew. Wow, beautiful. There's an angel there. One's dropped on the floor. We've got the Emperor. Logic and organization will increase your success. Take charge of the situation. Accept a leadership role, structure and discipline. Right. Okay. Can I have one more, please? Tap. We've got the High Priestess. Okay. Hello. Meditate and turn inward to discover your soul's true desires. This is not the time for action. Develop your intuitive gifts and trust the wisdom you receive. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I just said to you that you might need to do a meditation or something to tap into your higher self and have a conversation, because you are at your service. You are open to receive the information. Now, it does say here that this is not the time for action. That doesn't necessarily mean it's not the time to keep moving forward on your path of your journey. What it's saying is that if you have a gut feeling about something, Don't just blurt it out or come out with it. Really think about how you're going to approach the situation. Be savvy. And it does say, on the other card for the Emperor, logic and organization will increase your success. And I did say to you that you might need to tap into that higher self, that spirit source, and the emotional element associated with that to bring that mental clarity. And that is just a confirmation. I've actually got 2 more in my hand. So we've got transformation, a significant life experience that requires changes to be made, powerful and often unexpected revelations, breaking free of procrastination, releasing old belief systems. Yes, 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 yes. I did say at the start, you might be needing to step out of relationships and friendships or whatever you got going on that aren't serving your highest good. Hasta la vista, baby. It's time to say goodbye. And then we've got release. Endings that lead to new beginnings, and need to release situations or people that hold you back, and spiritual transformation. This card is insane. Wow. And there's your duality there. There's your higher self and yourself, basically. You're equal to yourself. So, and that's what I'm saying. You're open to yourself. You're open to receive. So this man has his arms open. He's just like, yeah, take it off me. Remove it from me. What's no longer serving me, what I don't actually need there, please remove. Spirit's jumping up in on that. What have we got here? This is actually really nice. Both piles are really nice. I will listen to these. Oops, I dropped the heat. I will listen to these later. Always listen, replay it back. I'll just watch it off my phone and post it on the YouTube, but still, I've got breathe, peace. Can I just have a couple more for that, please, Spirit? We've got unfinished symphony and new life. Okay, breathe, peace, and unfinished symphony. Yeah, I think there is a bit of residue here to do with situations that you've been in your life in the last maybe, say, 5 to current years. That's a bit broad, but things repeat themselves sometimes. If we don't learn our lessons, or we learn our lessons but we don't work on the teachings from those lessons properly, it'll crop back up through a different person in a different way. It'll just be the same lesson reappearing over and over again in different ways until you get the lesson. And this is what's going on here. There's unfinished symphony. So you spend that next 3 months working on that spiritual growth, working on your ascension, working on your connect with source, because this is what it's about. I mean, it doesn't matter. You could be a lawyer, you could be a nurse, you could be whatever your job is, and you're still spiritual. Doesn't mean you have to, you might still own tarot, or you might have crystals, or you might bloody have protection tattoos on your body. It doesn't matter what your daily career is, for example, or how you make your money and how you bring your bread in. It doesn't matter. You could be the opposite end of that. It doesn't matter. Your spirituality is untouchable, right? And then we've got peace and we've got breathe. So that's just Spirit saying with the release card, it's about it's down here. It's about just releasing what no longer serves for you. It's about breathing out the negativity and breathing back in the peace, and you will get that. If you can actually picture that, just hasta la vista, baby. And then breathe inwards, and it's peace. And then breathe out, saying goodbyes, hasta la vista, baby. And then bring it in, peace. Do that a couple of times. Can I have 2 or 3 more of these ones, please? Okay, we've got, and new life. Well, that speaks for itself. This is what we're doing as a collective right now. So those of you that have picked this pile over the next 3 months, as we know what it is that you're working on in your inner self, it's about your inner growth. It's about your connection to your higher self. It's all about you and your journey and your growth. And it doesn't matter how hectic or how busy or how rough or how smooth or how boring or how risky your life is. It's got nothing to do with any of that. It's just about you and your higher self and the link to source. And I fucking love it. And that's what that new life element is coming after this 3-month cycle. And we've got by the book. Yeah, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. We have contracts before we come here. We determine what we're going to do. We determine how things are going to be. We know, before we come here with our higher self, who our husbands, who our wives, who our lovers, who our children. We just pick all that. And that's by the book. Spirit's saying, just remember that. Hold steady fast in yourself, because this is by the book. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. I've got poised. Nice. I've got 2 more here. Loyal heart. That's again to yourself. A change in the wind. And we've got tick tock. Yeah. Which is, I think, is ironic, because there is no such thing as time. But for us, it's all about time, and running out of time. So poised, loyal heart, and tick tock. and a change in the wind. So that all speaks for itself. Again, even though, you know, loyal heart, if this is about a romantic endeavor for you, that's great, but you need to also tap into that higher self. They're looking at each other. Again, they're equal. You are equal to your higher self, and your higher self is equal to you. There's no divide. There's no, oh, my higher self is like resonating at the fucking 11th dimension and I'm down here in the 3D. No. All connected. That light pouring through you is amazing. Okay, oh, wow, what have we got here? Holding the cards put out. We've got double helix, which means your DNA strands. This is a part of your growth. This is exactly who you are. You might need to do some codes. I did say earlier something to that degree. You might need to be actually looking into some DNA activation codes, actually. Detour. So again, with the hasta la vista, baby, sometimes there's things happening in our life and we need to make a detour. As I said to you, you're so in tune with your GPS and your tracking system at the moment. You might need to go, no, I'm not going that way today, I'm going this way. Or no, I'm not going to that really fantastic event that I've been waiting 5 months to go to because something really bad's going to happen if I go. That's the detour there, right? And we've got sunflower. So basically this is just a message about the level of beauty without having to strive or do anything. You're just going with the flow, just having faith in spirit, having faith in the universe, and having faith in what you want out of things, okay? Just the sunflower doesn't question the sun. Why are you over there? But this morning you were over here, basically. Okay, the sunflower just opens his beautiful arms and just goes, come at me, bro. Come at me, I'm good, you know? And then we've got passion. So that speaks for itself. What level of passion are you resonating at? Now, that is a sigil. That is a actual channeled sigil that I've done. I've got about 111. Well, this would be the 112th. I've got 112 sigils that I've made. And this is the one for passion. So you can draw that on something, put it on your phone, do whatever you need to do. Sorry, I'm sighing. I feel quite heavy in the chest. And I'm getting a bit like heartburn. So this happened a few weeks ago and it definitely wasn't coming from me. So if that's you, you need to lighten your load. You need to do a bit of tune up with your chakras. And maybe there's a bit of red here. So maybe that area of passion is needs a bit of a tweak, right? And it doesn't have to be sexually, but it's your passion for life, your passion for your relationship with yourself. Can I have, okay, we've got sage, and that could mean, the first word of this card is sage of higher knowledge, right? So that's just a confirmation for yourself. And we've got fairy. So it's okay, this particularly for right now, it's okay if people think you're airy fairy and up in the clouds. It's okay if people think that how you think and feel about things when it comes to spirit and your connection with spirit and the messages that you get are relayed. You know, it's okay if people think you're a bit airy fairy. Don't worry about it. They're just resonating in a different energy. It doesn't mean that they're negative or wrong. It just means that they don't understand properly. So what have we got here? We're running out of time. We've got Kuntayaka, and it says blessings from the son of Hanan Pasha. So we did have the sunflower comer, and I'm pretty sure, did we have the sun card up here before? I don't know, I can't remember. No, it must have been the other pile, maybe, sorry. Actually, I think it was anyway. So that's just a confirmation. Follow the sun, chase your dream, right? Have faith, remain in the light. We've got Aloha Ki Akea or Kua. It says blessings of the supreme being. Yeah, you are the supreme being in your own life. You have exactly what you need. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. You're walking down the right path, and spirit really wants you to know that you just need to tap into that space in yourself sometimes, and don't worry about what's going on around you. The sun and the moon. Again, there's a duality element here. This is another reminder that you are at one with your higher self right now. It mightn't always be like that. It might dwindle down, or that area of your head space and your higher spaces might close up a little, and you'll be focusing on more earthy things and stuff. But right now, you guys are on par. And I say you guys as in your higher self and your 3D. It says, I've got your back. Yes, you do have your own back. We've got entangled. Yeah. Again, hasta la vista, right? Get out of the shit that you don't, no noose is good noose. Let's just put it that way. Got an owie. If you've got an issue or a problem with somebody, or somebody's actually making you feel energetically drained and fucked up every time you've been around them, this is Spirit's message to say, get out, walk away, and just say no. See the way it's spelled? Listen to your GPS. Listen to your gut feeling. Okay, listen to your intuition. Can I just have one more card, please? On this little Diane Cooper mini deck, we've got patience. Trust the higher forces of life to know what is best for you, and remember that when you are asked to wait, you are being prepared for something even better than you expected. So change your attitude to one of acceptance. Relax and take stock. Ask your angel to enfold you during this waiting period so that you can listen to the promptings of the divine. Do not rush off on some wild goose chase or of your lower will. When the time is right and you are ready and refreshed, the next door will open. Patience is always rewarded. Affirmations, all things happen at the perfect time. So that's basically just saying, if things aren't falling into place the way you anticipated them at this time, not to stress about it, that they are coming back around. Can I just have, honest to God, I just want to have one more. I'm going to go from my deck that I made. Can I just have one more, please? My phone's ringing and I've got a whole heap that flicked out. So basically we've got music. Listen to a sign for music. Got to raise your vibration. A Mun-Ra. There's your sun card, okay? We've got salary, which is about your finances, your money and your flow. Remember that. You've got money coming or you're working on money. Count your coin, even frequency. Again, this is about doing your connection and your link into your DNA codes or your activations and stuff. And we've got Gaia. So remember to ground. I did say with the passion card that you might have that bit of resistance of something going on. So get your root chakra up and back in balance as it should be. So thank you very much. This has been beautiful. Like, share, subscribe. Flick me a message. Flick me a comment, I should say. And I'll be back. Blessed be.